Hi there, this is Save with Crypto. Okay, so in my video yesterday, I was asking, the audience if I should unstake 300 EGLD from my Maiar app and then put it into the farms. Got quite a mixed response actually, so I decided that what I would do anyway was I'd unstake it, which is going to take 10 days, and then meanwhile I'll have a think. I did actually unstake 300. In retrospect, I think maybe I should have just unstake 200 or something, but I can always restake it. And to be honest, it wasn't in one of the best staking providers. It was in RAF staking that was like 12 point something %, whereas some of the ones are like more like 14. So it's not a big deal if I decide to sort of just restake 100 EGLD in 10 days time. Some interesting things here though. AK11 was talking about the fact that there's some news about Maiar Dex offering liquid staking for EGLD. Now, I tried to read up about liquid staking, and it seems to me that you'd be able to have your actual EGLD earning staking rewards whilst it's doing something. I suppose in a similar way to the way CRO works with Crypto.com. So you can have, for example, I've got 100,000 CRO staked on my Crypto.com card, which is earning a staking reward, and at the same time that's providing benefits for the card. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a link to Crypto.com in the description below, and if you use that and go for one of the higher tier cards, you get $25 of CRO for free, which is cool. But yeah, so I decided to unstake that 300 EGLD because I was thinking, if this liquid staking comes out, I kind of get the impression it's going to be on the DEX rather than in the app. Now, if that's the case, then I probably need the EGLD to be available. So I'm quite happy to unstake it, at least until I understand more about what's going to happen. Some other people pointed out that there are these snapshots that happen in the Maiar app, which then qualify you to get airdrops. And that was indeed the case with the original MEX that I got. And it also enabled other people to get the lottery tickets to get the ride tokens as well. I didn't, but it seems that, that was also another reason to have EGLD in the app. So I might keep some in there for that reason. Now, regarding my farms, some people were asking me why I've still got this farm here, which is made out of MEX, that's unlocked MEX, and EGLD. Why don't I just convert that MEX into EGLD and then put it into this farm here? My only reason for that is if, say, the price of MEX was to 10x or 30x or something, then I might want to quickly swap that into something else like EGLD or something. And obviously if it's locked MEX, I can't do much with it. So that's why I'm leaving that farm there. But I can see the logic in that, yeah. Another friend of mine is taking advantage of the fluctuations in price between the MEX and EGLD. This is something you could do actually. I mean, if I unstake that EGLD, say that I'd unstaked it, here and managed to catch that wick down there, then I'd be 15% up, so I can say, yeah, that could be something that you could do as well. You could, merrily swap between MEX and EGLD to take advantages of the price differences, and then maybe while you're waiting, just stake MEX in there and maybe even just earn straight MEX so you can carry on doing that. I do have a friend who's doing that, who seems to be getting really good results, so that's interesting as well. I'm not sure that's exactly what I want to do at the moment, but I think I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I think what I meant to do last night was do a video to tell you how the ride was doing with the 500,000 LK MEX. Predictably, it's making about $1 a day, which is what you'd expect really, because there's like 333 bucks invested. It's doing about 100%, so you're going to expect about $1 a day, and that's exactly what it's doing. So that's something you could do. That's still an excellent return, isn't it? It's not quite in the 400s that we're getting with these ones, but nevertheless, it's not bad at all. And for those of you who do worry about impermanent loss, you're only ever going to get that in the LP farms. You're not going to get that in the staking farms. So if you want to stake MEX or you want to earn ride when you withdraw from these farms, you're not going to suffer impermanent loss, whereas there is a possibility you could with the LP farms if you withdrew from these farms. Someone was asking, when you hover over there, is that what you get if you were to withdraw from a farm? To be honest, I haven't done it yet, so I don't really know. I would guess that would be pretty much what you get. If anyone knows any better, or anyone who's done it, please let me know. I mean, obviously, say for example here, as the prices vary, the amount of EGLD in your LP tokens is going to go up and down, and the amount of MEX is going to go up and down conversely to how the EGLD changes. I mean, that's just how I see it. When I did make a note of it a few weeks ago, because I was worried about the fact that, something might be disappearing somewhere, I just came to the conclusion that, it does even out over time. So that's not a lot to worry about. And with, the APR that we're getting here, I think any gains really do outweigh any impermanent loss you might get if you were to withdraw from the farms. Anyway, so the prices of things, well, yeah, Bitcoin was a bit disappointing. It kind of got rejected up at this 52,000 and sort of came crashing down, really. I did draw this Fibonacci retracement on here, going from there to there, and it does seem to be respecting these Fibonacci levels quite well, really. So what I've done, I've actually got a little long trade going on at the moment, which is slightly underwater from about here, I think. So I've set some more buy orders, one on the 0.5 Fibonacci, which is like 4874, and another one down here on the 61.8, which is at 47960. So, if the price does dip down here, it will average down my position so that when hopefully we go back up, I'll make a nice profit. The EGLD trade I had going last night, the EGLD, I'd moved my stop loss into profit. So when it came back down, the stop loss hit, I made about $1,000, and I've re-entered since then. Yeah, so you can see with my Bitcoin trade, I've got these, buy orders set here, and the current position, the entry was too high, really. I think I came out of the old trade, I was about $100 up or something. And then I tried to get in lower. I didn't realise it was going to go so low. So my entry price is a bit high at 50558. I've got these orders set if it comes down a bit further. So that will average in my position. My EGLD one, I managed to get an entry at 258.8. So I'm currently 68 bucks up there. And, in that one I've also got more buy orders set down at 246 and 240. So I'm not expecting it to come down much more than that, but we'll have to see what happens, really. I mean, my liquidation price there is 229, so I think I'll be all right. I will leave a link for ByBit down below if anyone wants to play with it, but I will do some serious stuff about ByBit next year, as it's not the sort of thing I'm particularly good at. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's quite easy to lose lots of money. So yeah, what else? Price of ride. It's not really doing much, is it? Now, I think when I was talking about, putting the LKMX back into this ride farm in maybe a few days' time, and trying to make the most of the last week or two of the ride farm, I think the point people aren't probably quite getting is the fact that you can't buy ride anywhere. You can't go to an exchange, you can't go to Coinbase or crypto.com or SwissBorg. You can't go there and buy ride at the moment. So the only way you can get it is by swapping, EGLD for ride. And I think that's the only way you can get it, isn't it? So the only way you can get ride is by swapping EGLD for it. So at the moment, there's not that many people that can get hold of it easily. People who don't know what EGLD is, don't want to get involved with EGLD, they can't get hold of it. So, when it gets listed on like Qcoin or Coinbase or Binance or even ByBit or something like that, I think this will go huge, and I think we'll be pleased that we've accumulated some ride. I'm not going to go mad with it, but I probably will get quite a bit together, hopefully, with that ride farm in the coming weeks. Anyway, I've got quite a bit to do today because I'm planning on going up north for a day. So I need to do some things. And I'm probably going to be on a train most of tomorrow. So I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to make a video, but I'll try and do one. But anyway, if you've enjoyed that quick update, please do give the video a like. If you thought it was a bit boring, click dislike twice. But, please do leave a nice comment. And there have been some really nice comments, and I really, really thank you for that. And, of course, make sure you subscribed, tick the notification bell, and tell your friends.